Hey, this is Pat from Classic Mixup. Welcome to our Titanfall 2 review. We're going to start off talking about pilot gameplay and then move on to Titan gameplay. Both are a lot of fun as Respawn did a solid job perfecting the mechanics and movement for both. Playing as a pilot in this game is fast-paced and intense. The movement feels better than any games in recent memory. The jump jets and wall running are still here, but they have been improved upon since the original Titanfall. Also worth mentioning is the addition of a grappling hook, which you can include as part of your pilot class. It was well implemented and feels as smooth as the rest of the movement. Not to mention, it can be paired with jump jets to help slingshot you around corners. The primary weapons include all of the staples of the FPS genre, but due to the fast-paced nature of the game, I found that hip-firing SMGs while at a full sprint tends to be the most effective way to play as a pilot. Shotguns can be a lot of fun in CQB, as can pistols as a secondary. All other weapons are useful situationally and seem to require a bit more skill to be successful with, again due to the fact that the game is very fast-paced. There have been some changes to balancing since the release of the game, so this analysis is subject to change. I have yet to try out all of the anti-Titan weapons, but they are reasonably powerful. You can't take a Titan down solo, but a talented pilot can probably hit a Titan for half its health, assuming it's distracted and you get some free shots on it. Titan combat has improved a significant amount as well. There are now 6 classes of Titans, each with distinct weapons and movesets. This allows for much more dynamic combat, especially in the Last Titan Standing game mode. My personal favorite Titan is Tone, who sports a 40mm autocannon and a variety of lock-on and guided missiles. As with each Titan, properly chaining abilities together adds greater complexity and a higher skill ceiling to the game. I've found all of the game types fairly fun and well-balanced, especially with a well-coordinated team, and that's just the multiplayer. Titanfall 2 has also put together a solid single-player experience that I personally found to be one of the best first-person shooter campaigns in recent memory. It kept itself fresh by periodically introducing new mechanics without keeping anyone around long enough to outstay its welcome. Stay tuned, we may end up releasing some additional videos on the campaign. So, is Titanfall 2 worth $60? Let's take a look at some of the pros and cons of the game. The game runs well and the movement is very intuitive. The multiplayer experience spans a variety of game modes on well-designed maps, and the unique features of each Titan class adds a new facet to the game that is more enjoyable than in the original Titanfall. All of this is paired with a fun, well-paced single-player campaign. On the cons side of things, the weapon balance could use a bit more work to make a wider variety of weapons useful. Unlocking all of the multiplayer weapons is quite a grind, which some people won't like. Personally, I don't mind having something to work towards, but for perspective, I've played close to 20 hours and I've unlocked maybe 75% of the weapons. The game is also fairly hardware intensive if you're playing it on PC. I have a GTX 970, and I was getting maybe 90 to 100 frames, so mid-level PCs may not be able to get a full 60 frames without lowering their settings. Lastly, Titanfall has unfortunately not sold very well, and as such, the player count is lower than most AAA titles, meaning queue times can be a bit long depending on the game type you're trying to play. That being said, this means that EA is looking to sell more copies, and I would be very surprised if it is not on sale sometime soon. I personally think that this game is worth $60, but I would suggest looking to get it on sale for $30 or $40 sometime soon, and you'll definitely get your money's worth at that price. I tried to keep this brief, so if you have any questions or would like to know more, definitely let me know in the comments below. Give us a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and give our podcast a listen if you're into that kind of thing as well. Thanks for watching.